The Plains community and people across the country, they are preparing to say their final goodbyes to former President Jimmy Carter. We have team coverage for you this morning.
Liza Lucas is in Atlanta at the Carter Center, and Zach Merchant with our political team joins us from Plains. Zach, a significant weekend ahead. We expect a lot of people will want to be a part of it.
You're right, and it will all start right here in Plains in just about 24 hours. So if you are going to be one of the what we expect to be many people coming here to pay your respects, let's break down what you need to know. First off, at about 10:15 tomorrow morning in Americus, just up the street here, at 10:15, the Carter family will arrive at Phoebe Sumter Hospital. About 15 minutes later, at 10:30, the motorcade, including President Carter's hearse, will exit the hospital and begin traveling west along Highway 280. That's the road you see behind me. It will travel right through the heart of downtown Plains that remains in so many ways unchanged from when President Carter was born in this community 100 years ago. And that motorcade will then continue on through Plains, go just outside of the city limits to the little community of Archery, where President Carter was born. At 10:50, the motorcade will briefly pause there. National Park Service will salute, toll the bells 39 times in honor of the 39th president, and then the motorcade will begin its journey on to Atlanta. And one woman, Andy Walker, she will be there for all of it here in Plains. She knows the Carters well. She's a close friend. She was a next-door neighbor. She loved to cook for the Carters, and she recalls one memorable day when her family was visiting from Pennsylvania, and they all shared a meal.
We were having a low country boil. And so, you eat all of it with your hands. And everybody sat down. President Carter had his plate. Miss Rosalynn had her plate. And my granddad said, "I'm not quite sure how I'm going to eat this." And President Carter went, "Well, I don't know how you guys do it up there, but in the South, we pick it up with our hands and take a bite."
And, we've heard so many stories like that in the week that we've been here in Plains. Obviously a sad, bittersweet week, but also such an opportunity for so many people to look back and reflect with a smile on all the ways that President Carter touched so many here in Plains. We're live this morning in Plains. Zach Merchant, 11 Alive News.
Thank you, Zach. Now turning to 11 Alive's Liza Lucas.
So, Liza, we're hearing those personal stories from small town Plains to big city Atlanta. Carter's casket will be in Atlanta over the weekend. Walk us through what people need to know to be part of that.
Well, we expect that motorcade to arrive Saturday afternoon. There's going to be a private service here at the Carter Center, and then lying in repose will begin at 7 p.m. Saturday evening. That is when the public will be invited here to the Carter Center to pay their respects. Security is going to be tight. We already have road closures in place. So, yes, there are logistics that we need to walk you through if you're among those who will be making their way here to the Carter Center over the course of the weekend. Now, there's no parking on site, so driving by car is not an option. If you don't have plans to walk or bike, public transportation is going to be your friend here. We're talking about MARTA. MARTA is going to be running bus shuttles from the King Memorial Station every 3 to 5 minutes, beginning at 6 p.m. on Saturday. And they're going to have plenty of MARTA personnel on site. They're going to be in yellow to help you through this process. Those buses will drop you off here at the library museum side of the Carter Center. Now, security is going to be really tight, so no backpacks are allowed, no purses, no clutches, no camera bags. Thermal containers, weapons, or any potential safety hazards also understandably prohibited. The same rules are going to apply here at the Carter Center as well. And any items that are taken from you, you're not going to be able to get those items back. Road closures, as mentioned, are already in effect around the Carter Center, and they will remain in effect until Tuesday at noon. You can see on our screen here those closures impacting Freedom Parkway all around the Carter Center. We are told by the Carter Center that several hundred people will be able to line up inside, which is good news considering the weather, but that line is expected to extend outside as well, so plan accordingly. They're supposed to have shelters they're going to be setting up to kind of protect people from the elements. And those who bring flowers with them, there's going to be a spot to drop those off. Those are going to be right behind me, that drop-off point here at the main site at the Carter Center. Again, Saturday afternoon and evening is when all of this will kind of come to a fruition, and then it will continue through Tuesday early morning. Sending it back to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Liza. Right now, we do have extended coverage of Jimmy Carter's life and legacy for you on 11 Alive. Plus, our streaming app will also live stream the Motorcade tomorrow, so we hope you join us then. The app is a free download on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV.